everyone! I saw the newest installment of the Exorcist franchise last night, and I wanted to do a spoiler-free mini episode. So if you haven't seen it yet and you're planning on it, you can still watch. Oh, wait a sec, I'm not even in frame yet. That's better. The Exorcist Believer hasn't been reviewed very well, but I wanted to check it out anyway. One thing that I thought was really cool about it is that instead of leaning heavily into Catholicism and their exorcism rituals, this movie instead addresses multiple cultures and faiths, and even invites them into the room for the exorcism. Another really cool thing about the movie was that 90-year-old Ellen Burstyn returns to play Reagan's mother from the original. She advises the families trying to heal their daughters, and she says she's studied exorcism rites all over the world to try to understand what happened to her own daughter. And she goes on to explain, the one thing each culture has in common is people. People and their faith is what can make an exorcism happen. You have to be a believer. Now, I wouldn't add it to my most disturbing movies list by a long shot, though there were some moments that were pretty hard to watch. In the first few minutes, there's actually a very intense and brutal scene of an earthquake in Haiti, and I've never seen anything like that on film. I mean, don't start quizzing me on other movies I've seen with earthquakes in them, but be assured I'd remember them if they were as horrifying as this scene. There are also some scenes involving sensitive women's issues that might be uncomfortable for the audience. This leads me to believe that the movie is at least partially about the horrors of being a woman. By the way, have you ever seen a movie where a boy or a man gets possessed? I can only think of one instance, and it was from American Horror Story. Why is that, Hollywood? Why does it always have to be a girl? I think this movie suffered from the same thing a lot of modern big studio horror productions do. The pacing was a little rushed, and the cinematography was kind of dry and generic. It doesn't really create a creepy and uneasy atmosphere the way some other films do with like lighting and music. The only exception I would say to that is the earthquake. Even though it's kind of forgettable, The Exorcist Believer is still a pretty solid choice if you want a new movie to help kick off spooky season. Is it actually scary? I'm not sure. I mean, I wasn't scared in the theater, but mainly because it's easy to feel safe when you're sitting between your mom and dad. Thanks for watching. Hope I have a new full-length video for you soon.